Hey guys, I am not a very confident person. I am confident enough to say that I am not a very confident person, ironically enough. I don't voice my opinions all too much, at least like not when I'm not in front of a camera. When it comes to like dating and such, all the dates I've been on, the girls asked me. So, you can tell me what you will that I'm lame and that I'm lame. Don't think I haven't heard it before. Can't put me down. I do that anyways. This is why this story caught me by surprise. This life experience. This story starts, I had first semester of school, I had first period English and then second period creative writing. And the classes were right next to each other, okay? So I went into English and then afterwards I could walk right next door into creative writing. Now it just so happened that a lot of the people who were in my English class also took the same creative writing class as me. So I'm seeing these same people one class after the other. I mean, it's not to say that I would speak to these people, because like I've mentioned before briefly, I don't try to interact with people. It's not what I do. And I know who they are and they probably know who I am, but I don't they're not like people I talk to. Not for any real reason, it's just how it went. One particular girl, we will call her silver-haired girl, because she has silver hair. You know who you are. That's what I call her when I talk about her with Corby. Not that that happens often, I don't think. I thought I'd met her before, but I didn't really make any connection. It's just another person, you know? My teacher for creative writing assigned seats. She put her on a table with me right across from me. No one else on the table. We were in the back corner, which is fine. I was fine to go the entire semester or until we changed seats without even speaking to this girl. I was fine with that. I've done it before and I will do it again. That's not quite how it went. Teacher's up there teaching. We're doing our thing back there. I'm not saying anything clearly, and she's not saying anything. When the teacher says something, I can't even remember what, but silver-haired girl made some sarcastic comment about it. Now in this time, I was getting back into Mystery Science Theater 3000, which is a TV show where they make fun of old movies. So I'd grown quite a sarcastic, I was already sarcastic, but this was even more so, kind of like matured sarcasm. Matured sarcasm. Look, I'm past all that silly childish sarcasm. I've grown to this matured sarcasm. It's the exact same thing, except for the insults are more scathing. Scathing. Good word. So yeah, she makes this comment. I think it's kind of funny. And so I make another comment. And we're not insulting the teacher or anything. We're just insulting the lesson. It was I was just kind of building off what she had said. At that point, I don't really know how or why, but we kept talking. And that was fine. I decided eventually that it's cool to have a new friend, and I was going to take this like any other person. Every class period, go in, we'd talk, we'd make fun of things, we'd be sarcastic. I don't know. Pretty casual. Pretty casual. You feel casual. Even though it's not gaming. That didn't make any sense. And she would make comments, because this is our senior year, of course. She would make comments about how she really wants to be able to go to all the dances, I don't know, I don't care. But I would nod along, and she told me, okay? She told me that even if she had to ask for every dance, including the boys' joints, she was going to every dance. I once had a friend of mine over text straight up tell me that boys are oblivious. And I got that text and I just rolled my eyes, but I agreed with her because I was just like, yeah, definitely. Stereotype, boys don't know what the girls are talking about. And I assumed, up to this point, that didn't include me, mainly just because I didn't really have any relationships, Like I said, I'm pretty lame. She says this, I say the first thing that comes to my head, which was the truth. I say, I think you're right. I think if you want to go to a dance, it shouldn't matter if you're boy or girl, you should just ask who you want and go, I didn't think it mattered. I said that, and we moved on with the day. Over the course of the next couple weeks, homecoming was coming up. It's a boy's choice, if you don't know. And she kept asking me every now and then, just are you going to homecoming with anybody? And I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I have like thoughts where I'm like, I should just go out and ask somebody, not that I know who, just ask somebody and just do it all. But eventually, just time wore on, and my indecisiveness just took us to like the week before homecoming. And I was just like, okay, well, it's too late to ask now. So it doesn't matter anymore. I mean, I didn't care. My mom was annoyed. Sorry, Mom. I suck so bad at this. I'm walking over to creative writing from English, and silver-haired girl is behind me, and suddenly she goes, hey, Sean, are you going with anybody to homecoming? And I say the same thing that I just barely told you guys. I'm like, nah, it's a bit too late, and it just didn't happen. She's like, oh, okay. We sit down. She's across from me, still in the same spots. And I start doing like the writing prompt that's up on the board. And I'm writing, focusing on that, when I look up and across from me, and silver-haired girl is scribbling on a piece of paper she's ripped out of her notebook. Just like, not scribbling. She's not like, child's drawing. That would be weird. But no, this was almost weirder. She was just like writing on a paper she'd ripped out, which, I mean, she'd never done before. She has a journal to write in, so I was confused. And I was like, are you passing notes? She's like, yeah, right, with my phone right here. And yeah, her phone was sitting on the desk there, and I felt stupid because I just asked her if she was passing notes with her phone right there. Clearly, it made no sense. Plus, her friend just was like right across the room there, so she could either text her friend or just say, hey, friend. Not that I know her name. What if her name was Friend? I'm still confused, because she's clearly scribbling on this piece of paper. So I kind of like lean forward, just kind of try to read it. And she's like, no, you're not allowed to read it yet. Yet. Not allowed to read it yet. See, here's the stupid thing. I did not even process that. I didn't get the yet in my brain. Okay, so I still thought this note was going to her friend, whose name is Friend apparently, across the room. So I just kind of shrug my shoulders and keep working on my assignment, because I'm a good student. Well, eventually, balled up piece of paper thrown from across the table from silver-haired girl bonks me in the head. Here's the thing. She had been throwing things at me basically through the whole semester, so this was nothing new. And I just kind of, I took it, and it bounced off my head and fell on the ground, and I ignored it, because she threw things at me. That's just what she did. And I was fine with that, because I guess I'm okay with abuse. Actually, no, I'm not okay with that. Crap. So I keep writing, and she has thrown this thing at me, expecting me to read it, and I just ignored it. I'm just still writing. And so like 5 minutes later, she's like, that was for you, stupid. And I'm like, oh, yeah, of course, got it, yeah. As if I knew what I was doing, Like I just ignored it on purpose, yeah. So I pick it up, open it up, and it says, very clearly, she wrote it carefully, Sean, I know this is stupid, but would you go to homecoming with me? And then there was 2 boxes, one with a yes underneath, one with a no underneath, and then on the side, don't choose this one, stupid. So, in the course of a very small amount of time, she's called me stupid 3 times. And also, her phone number was written underneath. And I read through it, and I set it down on my table, and keep writing my assignment. And literally, for 10 minutes, I kept writing my assignment when she had just asked me to homecoming, and I was not answering. There was like a solid 10 minutes of this. I think I was in shock. I was just like, I don't know what to do. I think the only thing my brain could think was, just keep working. And so I just kept working. Eventually, I, of course, put yes. We went to homecoming, and it was fine. We went to a Hindu temple and did yoga. That was her idea. Which was, based off what I know of dates, not the most average date. But, I'm not complaining. It was interesting. It was cool, okay? It was a good date, silver-haired girl. It was fine. I liked it. If you're watching this. If not, feel free to ignore this part, everybody else. I think what we can learn from this story of my life is that men are oblivious. At the very least I am. I felt like an idiot for weeks after. Still do. And now I just try not to assume anything with anyone ever. At all. Basically, if I meet somebody, They're just a gray slab and could be formed into anything. That's not true at all. What we should learn from this is we should not assume things and we should not think we know better. Rio! Because as I learned in 8th grade, which I found out was the class that silver-haired girl was in, that's where I remember her from. 8th grade history class. And she remembered me too. She told me, she's like, I remember you and your stupid haircut. She didn't say stupid. She's like, I remember your old haircut. And I was like, when my bangs went down and I looked like a child. And now my bangs go up and I look like a big child. What? As we learned in that 8th grade history class, U.S. history with Mr. Wofford. You know what I learned from that class? Well, first off, I learned that the Declaration of Independence was written in signed in 1776 and written by Thomas Jefferson. I did learn that. But more importantly than boring history facts, I learned that when you assume, you see what I did there? I think I put the words there. Hopefully, if I can edit this well enough. It makes a donkey out of you and me. And nobody wants to be a donkey. So, that's all. That was terrible. Let me try again. Ow! That one just hurt. Ow. Ow. That hurt. Gosh dang it. Okay, we're done. One of these is going to work.